we are willing to defer to the retirement board recommendation, but that's my comment, and I don't think there's much point in bickering over the details, because that's the crux of the matter. Either we deal with it now, and I would recommend the Health Benefits Committee a recommendation that is more far-sighted, but on the other hand, the retirement board recommendation puts us in an awkward position, and that is something that I see no point in this board bickering over which recommendation is preferable in that regard.
Thanks, Supervisor. Supervisor Pinches?
I support the retirement board recommendation, and I also support, that this be looked at and reviewed 1 year from today, basically a year from now. This is something that we need to stay on top of, and I agree with you. Maybe this is not far-sighted enough, but market conditions. Look at the way the market conditions have changed in the last year. So it might be just. Frankly, I think that we're. I don't think it's all doom and gloom when it comes to the United States economy, and we're investing in not only nationwide investment. So I think there's going to be some brighter times. I think it's acknowledgement that there need to be some changes made. Ms. Mahoney brought up a lot of good changes. We're going to have to work at this from all angles. There's no easy solution, whether it's funding or taking more money from retirees. No one single way is going to solve the problem here. If we can reduce the amount of trips people go to the emergency room, that's a huge, when you're talking over 1,000 people in a retirement system or close to that's a huge cost there. If you have to go to the emergency room, so be it. But if you can put that off till the next morning and go to your regular doctor, there's a huge savings there. So we're going to have to all get together. We're all in this health plan together. It's all our own health plan, and we've all got to pay for it. But there are ways we can reduce costs. But I support the retirement board recommendation with it certainly to be agendized for an annual review.
Thank you. Supervisor Smith?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. To go along and support what my two colleagues here have said, including my colleague on the ad hoc Board of Supervisors retirement plan, that we go with the retirement board's recommendation. I also don't think it goes far enough. And we're going to have to maintain vigilance about this. Actually, the retirement board has talked, Supervisor Pinches, about not waiting a year. We're going to be looking at the excess earnings as we close out the calendar year of 2007. And I think we, as early as maybe even next January, might be reviewing it, at least at the retirement board level, if not at the Board of Supervisors. So I think it can be brought back at any time for review. We have to have that open door to do that, to be a couple steps ahead of the entire issue of rising healthcare costs. And as Mr. Knudsen pointed out, we still are falling short of building that 3-year reserve, which should continue to be our goal. So I think this is a first step. So I would also support that recommendation. I don't personally think it goes far enough. I think we should actually go further today, but I'm willing to accept that, and I think that should be the will of the board, and it is taking that important step to equalize the payments or the contributions, if you will, of all retirees, so all are sharing in that cost and not just the older retirees. Thank you.
Thank you, Supervisor. Other comments from the board? Okay, calling for action on the board's part.
I'll make that action. Move that we take accept the retirement board recommendation with a minimum of an annual review.
Okay.
If it comes sooner, that would be fine.
Okay, so that is a motion.
I'll second that.
Go ahead.
Second, I'm sorry, second for what?
Supervisor Smith.
Okay, all right.
And I would like to ask the maker of the motion that we word it something like a dollar amount to be similar dollar amount as contributed by, and not a fixed dollar amount, not putting in 106 since we don't know for sure what that'll be, but amount equal to the contributions of required of Medicare Part B recipients.
Yeah,
accept that?
basically what Tim Pierce was, he had the right wording, I think.
Okay. Discussion to the motion.
Well,
sir.
we need to get this definite, so we need to. What was the wording that you used, Tim?
Why don't you just read that for the record?
Raise retiree contributions toward retiree health plan premiums by the amount of $106 per month or equivalent to Medicare.
Medicare Part B.
Medicare Part B, yeah.
So that is your motion.
Contribution for retirees not,
For non-Medicare retirees.
Okay, and that second concurs?
Yeah.
Okay. Discussion to the motion?
maybe the clerk should read the,
Give her a minute.
I think he did a good enough job.
All right. The motion is that to accept the retirement board's recommendations with a minimum of an annual review. The dollar